Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Football Manager series. This is episode number 2, and today we're returning with two big games early on this season as we take on Southampton home and Fulham away in the Premier League. Before we get to the games though, shout out Bournemouth for getting on off camera. God, I've missed saying that. So of course, in the last episode you saw us begin our Premier League campaign with a loss away at Molineux against Wolves by 2-0, and following that I played 5 games off camera, 4 in the league, 1 in the EFL Cup, and as you can see the form has been pretty much what you were expecting. So we began with a goalless draw home to Nottingham Forest, first Premier League point there at the Vitality, and then following that a heartbreaking 3-2 loss away against Leicester City at the King Power. Really unlucky in this game. We went toe to toe with Leicester and matched them up every step of the way. Luke Thomas gave him the lead, but Alex Scott got his first assist in a Bournemouth shirt, setting up Jaden Anthony for our first Premier League goal and our leveller soon afterwards. And then in the second half, Dewsbury Hall scored a deflected goal for Leicester, and I was thinking we're just not getting the luck here. Tavernier equalised a few minutes later, it's 2-2, battle back from a goal down twice in the game, and then the final minute of normal time, when you just know it, Wilfred Ndidi scores the last minute winner for Leicester City. So unlucky not to claim a point in that game, definitely deserved it. Following that, we scraped through League One Forest Green Rovers on penalties in the Carabao Cup second round. Won't bother showing you the highlights here. The third round pits away at the Riverside against the Championship side Middlesbrough, and then following that back-to-back losses against two of the better teams in the league. First, a home loss 1-0 to Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez scored right before the break in this game to give the City side the lead. Give City the lead. And then later on in the game, Kyle Walker got sent off, but really, even with 10 men, they were still the better team in this one. And our final game was a trip to Anfield. We didn't lose 9-0, so you could say I improved on Scott Parker's performance there slightly, but we did get battered. When Van Dijk scored in the first minute, I was thinking, oh man, this might well be the first ever Premier League game that sees a double-digit score for one team. But instead, we actually levelled through Kiefer Moore, and I was thinking if we can hold on till the break, you just never know. But right before half-time, Cody Gakpo put Liverpool in front, and that was a real sucker punch. Heads dropped heading back into the dressing room, and we then conceded 4 in the second half. Mo Salah in this game also got a goal, unlike he did in that 9-0 victory, but they absolutely ran rampant in that game, and moral victory. It wasn't 9-0, so moral victory there, I suppose. So it means in the Premier League right now, as you can see, we are currently in the bottom 3 with just a 1 point on the board. 12 goals conceded, one of the worst defensive records in the division in the first 5 games, and only the 3 goals on the board as well, joint second worst right now, as well as we're only one of 2 teams yet to pick up a win. Shock horror, the other team is the team we got our only point against so far, so as things stand, yep, these 2 teams probably thinking it's going to be a long old season. As things stand, of course, we do have the game in hand, and a win could take us out of the bottom 3 if we get it today. One thing to show you though is I've made a new signing. As you'll see here, Hannes Wolf has agreed a loan deal with us. The Borussia Mönchengladbach midfielder is coming on a 1-year loan. The bonus of this is that I'm not paying any kind of monthly fee whatsoever, so I'm just paying most of his wages, 23 grand a week, not his full contract, and yeah, we've got no mandatory fee. There is an optional future fee of 3.8 million, but it's just a cheap squad player to bring in for depth and for a bit of versatility as well. You might have noticed it there as well. Matt Ritchie is on trial. Yeah, he was released by Newcastle on deadline day, and I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna bring him in because obviously he spent a few years at Bournemouth before moving on to the Magpies, but he wanted like 40 grand a week, and I was like, mate, you're turning 33 in a week. You're only going to have 1-year deal. You want, like, what, 40 grand a week? I think the less I could have gotten down to was like 35 grand a week. Not worth it. If you want to go 20 grand a week, that's totally fine. But otherwise, it's not worth it, especially with a loyalty bonus as well. Anyway, let's jump into it then. The first game is indeed Southampton. No other transfers to report until we head into a bit of a rival game here on the South Coast. Taking on the Saints, as we know, could potentially be a relegation 6-pointer depending on how things go this season, how they've gone in real life as well, and this will be our team. Right now in the injury report, Stevens is ineligible to play this game because of course he plays for Southampton, is on loan here. Rothwell is still down, Brooks is still unavailable for another month, Anthony's down, as is Traore, and Semenyo is still not fully fit either. So this is our team. We're still with a 4-3-3 gegenpress we used in the last episode, and this is the team. So Nato's in goal, the back 4 from left to right is Kelly, Senesi, Metham and Smith. Midfield trio of Cook, Lerma and Scott. The inside forwards are Christie and Tavernier with Solanke up top. And on the bench you've got Travers, Zabarnyi, Zamura, Vigna, Fredericks, Billing, Hannes Wolf, Ouattara and Kiefer Moore. So far, just one of our very few goal scorers in what was otherwise been a tough start to the Premier League season. Got to get at least a point here. Come on, you cherries. Probably say it's the biggest game of the season so far for us. Southampton, a team that we definitely could get a win against, no doubt about that. They've had an okay start to the season themselves, 6 points in as many games. But I would definitely say this is probably the game we'd target as our first win of the season here, based on looking at our fixture list. So this is the one we need to get at least a point. Scott! Oh, yes, get him, but is he offside? I think he might have been offside there. I think that's going to be disallowed. VAR checks it, and I think it stood. Has it stood? I think it has. Jefferson Lerma into Solanke, still waiting for his first goal of the season. And yep, Alex Scott is definitely onside there. Played onside. Alex Scott finishes first goal for Bournemouth in a derby. You love to see it. And the goal does indeed stand. So I think that's going to do it for the first half. Uneventful. Not many chances. Well, only really the one, but we took it through the kid. And that is that. So at the break, we're 45 minutes away from our first win, which means that this is a big team talk. And I'm going to say to the boys here, I'm satisfied, but I want you to remain focused. It's easy to think the job is done. And let's see if we can hold on to our first win with Bournemouth in the Premier League. 6 minutes after the restart. First highlight of the second half is going to come to the Cherries as well. Lloyd Kelly's done well, and the captain finds Scott. The orchestrator, Christie's shot blocked, and Gavin Bazunu will claim it. You know, as things stand, the Saints haven't really troubled us at all yet, and we look reasonably comfortable out there. If we can get a second goal, I fancy our chance of holding on to this. Tavernier, Solanke, Scott, Christie, back to Cook, and now Tavernier and Christie. Is he offside though? Once again, is he offside? Going to the VAR once again, and yet this time the goal is disallowed. That one a little bit more obvious, to be honest. It was 2 players offside, really, but half an hour to go. The Saints have only had one shot and not a single one on target. At the moment, we're looking pretty comfortable out there, so I needed to change things. Just keep it as it is. 20 minutes to go. We're almost there. These are the moments where, like, I would normally time waste, but... Oh, penalty for Bournemouth. Solanke shoved in the back. And what a chance for us to wrap this up from the spot. Who's taking it? Solanke. First goal of the season, mate, if you net this from 12 yards, and that'll be game over. Oh, for fuck's sake! Still gets the ball when he's dispossessed. Oh, you just know Southampton are going to level it now. No. Thankfully, it seems as though we'll hold on, get in first win in the Premier League with Bournemouth, and it comes against the Saints. Did literally nothing all game long. Solanke still searching for his first goal of the season. I'm buzzing with that. Nice work, everyone. That was good. Our first victory in the Premier League with Bournemouth, and it comes against possibly a team we'll be battling to stay up with this season. Buzzing with that. Tell you what, Alex Scott right now, he already is looking every bit worth of what will potentially be 16.5 million, but at the very least a 7.5 mil fee. Already got an assist. His first goal coming as a game winner in a derby game. I have to say I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I brought this guy in, and I've said whether he stays with us long term or not, it's a win-win. Even if we lose him, we'll lose him for a big profit. He's already hit the ground running. Love to see it. Huh. I mean, that... Right. That's not great, is it? I've got to work on that, man. Seriously. It's just a bit silly, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, how many times you see a player win his first cap for his country, you congratulate him, and he's like, oh, I didn't ask for your opinion, or whatever. It's like, shut up, honestly. Anyway, here we go. Following game, Fulham away, as we look for back-to-back wins and our first away day points of the season, and no changes to the team, because why mess with a winning formula? You won't hear me say that very often this season. So this will be our lineup. Once again, it's NATO in goal, and the back four from left to right. It's Kelly, Senesi, Metham and Smith, with Cook, Lerma and Scott at midfield trio, Christian Tavernier on the wings, and Solanke still searching for that first Premier League goal, leading our line. Should I play Kiefer Moore instead? Nah, I'll back Solanke. I'll get a goal at some point. On the bench, Travers, Zavani, Zamura, Vina, Fredericks, Billing, Wolf, Uatara, and Kiefer Moore as well. Second and final game, Fulham away. Let's see if we can get our first point on the road here. Come on, you Cherries. I do feel if we are to stay up and, you know, pull off the improbable, definitely not impossible, the improbable, it's going to depend on our home form. You know, I think every time we go away, we're probably going to lose. You know, the most we can probably expect this year in terms of points away from home is probably about 10 to 12, I would say, maximum. So for me, the home form is going to be really crucial. I mean, we held Man City to just a 1 goal. Kept Haaland quiet practically all game long. I mean, he did hit the woodwork twice in the game, I'll be honest. But, to me, I think it's all about the home form. So far, all 4 of our points have come in front of our home fans. That's going to be crucial. If we can pick up a point away from home, whoever we play, I'll take it. The home games are the ones we need to win. As Lloyd Kelly's header goes straight to Dan James. And the rapid winger plays it back to Kenny Tate. Cross to the far post. Cabano heads on. Just over the bar. Still 0-0. 20 minutes in. A few half chances to start the game off. Nothing clear cut though. But the first proper chance might come here. Tavernier hits it straight at Leno's. It's still 0-0. We do get some decent chances, to be fair. We do get some decent chances. We just need to take them. We just need a bit more of a clinical finish up top. And that's why Solanke has disappointed me so far. He's had a couple of great chances, none better from the spot, but still yet to scratch this season. So second half begins. Still 0-0. With not much to report in the first half. This game could go either way. I think if someone scores, it'll probably just be the 1 goal that separates the teams. As Alex Scott goes for goal and fires it just over. Senesi to Kelly. And now back to Marcos as we'll work our way forward here. Still tied at 0-0. We'll have our 3rd clean sheet of the league this season already. If we can hold on to a draw at 0-0 in this game, which I would take. But I reckon we could win this, Great start to the second half. Boys looking good out there. But, Vinicius straight red from behind. 2-footed lunge. You see that down there at the bottom. That's when 2 doesn't really help you out. And Fulham down to 10 men. Now, great start to the second half. Man advantage. Let's push this and see if we can find a winning goal. Tavernier down the right with Solanke in the middle. And he's going to play it through to Jefferson Lerma, who's lost it, but wins it back. Metham to Alex Scott. Now Tavernier with Smith out wide, the right back, beats Anthony Robinson, slides it through, and Tavernier robs his man, surely! Oh yes, come on! Marcus Tavernier! Bournemouth lead, get in! Tavernier robs João Palhinha and just smacks it, far corner, past the German Leno, in off the underside of the crossbar, half an hour to go. What a chance we've got of back-to-back wins and back-to-back clean sheets as well. That'll probably be the only time that happens all season long. We shouldn't throw it away from here. Tavernier's cross, and there is the first goal for Dominic Solanke this season. Oh, it's going to be ruled out for offside, isn't it? I can't believe it. Dominic Solanke just can't catch a break right now. Is he disallowed? Or does it stand? No, it stands. First goal. Yeah, Solanke, as he buries home from 3 yards, was kept onside there by the man that went all the way back to the line. So, right decision by the lino. And, well, I say right decision by the lino, right decision by the VAR. And Dominic Solanke decided to keep faith with him. He's off the mark. We're 2-0 up. And unless we have an utter bottle job here, this is going to be our first away day points. Back-to-back wins and back-to-back clean sheets. But there's a free kick for Fulham, which Tom Kearney is standing over. And puts it just over. 5 minutes on the clock as we are up by 2. And Fulham, with a man disadvantage, looking for a lifeline here, which they might well have gotten. Penalty. And is it going to stand? I think it is. Lewis Cook brings Pereira down. And from 12 yards with 5 minutes on the clock, Fulham have a chance to get back in this. Now, Nato did save one at Anfield, not near accounted for anything in the end, but Pereira is also denied. Nato! Let's make sure we hold on to that clean sheet now, boys, and possibly get a 3rd goal. Solanke, oh, he squeezed it in. Dominic Solanke bags a brace. Was he offside? Oh, I'll tell you what, Dominic, any time this guy hits the back of the net, there's going to be talk, does it stand or not? But this one does. It's 2 in the same game, and Solanke finally is starting to get his form sorted. How is that not offside? Oh no, it's been disallowed. Oh, sorry, it's been disallowed. Well, there we go. Bournemouth 2-0 winners at Craven Cottage. Absolutely buzzing with that. Back-to-back wins. We probably won't have that ever again this season, but that's a huge victory. And those 2 wins in a row on the trot see us climb out of the relegation zone and jump up into, was it 13th place we're in now? Absolutely buzzing with that. That's brilliant. That is absolutely fantastic. And we could have had more in that game as well. Mate, I'm buzzing with that. Honestly, I was thinking if we lose back-to-back today, we're going to be in deep trouble. Instead, we're into 13th with 2 wins on the trot. Lovely stuff. Right, guys, that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And we'll return to the very next of the games against. I'll tell you what, let's come back right before the World Cup, yeah? Let's come back right before the World Cup. Let's do maybe Spurs and Chelsea both away, 2 London games, and then obviously directly after that we'll have 2 more games before the World Cup starts as well. Let's do that. I think that'll be quite good. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Football Manager series very soon.